What is going on, everybody, man? King Recon here, Fire Force, Episode 2. Let's get right into it to continue the adventures of Shinra and the gang. In 3, 2, 1, let's jam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hijikata? Zoro? Scroll. Cause of death that scares the most people in this day and age. It's fire, right? It's fire, yeah. That was a really cool sequence. Bro, when you put the shot like that, it looks just like Soul Eater. Real talk. It looks just like Soul Eater. Yo, this guy looks fresh. Is that a blade back there? It's a contest for all the rookies that joined up this year. Competing against each other with their abilities, and it's coming up. See, this is the Zoro in this man. Working out. Putting in the gains. There's a new recruit. Maybe that guy we just saw. Bro, this man's balancing a dumbbell on his nose. This man real deal is Zoro. It's on his head. This man's Zoro for real. Watch out. These are some nice shots, man. Now, a couple people in the comment section told me last week that some ex-Shaft employees went to go work on, join David Productions, and you can see, man. I mean, really delivering on some excellent storyboards for sure for this episode or for the series so far. Look at the smile. You know how much that must hurt him, bro. The fact. So these two dudes know each other? Is this man like his Bakugo? Yo, the purple eyes. It looks so cool. So do they know each other? The nine-tailed fox. This thing right here looks like Heat Blast, man, from Ben 10. Hijikata. Hiji flipping Kata and Sogo. The maiden. Oh yeah, see. But I'm really, really curious, yo. I love the effect. The visual effect of him bursting and thrusting himself in the air, utilizing his feet to thrust forward as flames come out from behind. It's just a really cool visual. They're finding a fiery version of the Iron Giant here. I don't think I've watched this opening again since last episode, so a lot of this looks just like the first time for me. And the visuals are insane. Fire Force, yeah. Fire Force Station. And it's a cathedral. That's so interesting. Tifa! The homie Tifa. Is that a Moogle? Bro, a fiery Moogle! Really controlling flames that well like that. I wouldn't say that I'm only a second generation. So unlike a third generation like Shinra, I need a fire starter to create my flames. You still created a fiery Moogle. That's impressive to me. Oh, that's a nice shot. Flowers. Yo, that was looking really cool. Was that going into the Maiden's past right there? These dudes are fighting for real. Today's the day I'm going to settle this. I'm going to show you the difference between our fire powers. Don't tell me that this... Oh, yeah, no, it has to be. If he pulled out a sword like that, either he has an invisible blade that's like a wind blade, or the Night King. Second class fire soldier, third generation pyrokinetic. Arthur Boyle. Arthur Boyle. Or it's just that he creates flames. Yo, Tifa likes herself some Arthur, dog. You must be the third generation fire soldier joining us today. I am very, very curious though. On how that sword ability. I love swordsmen, so I want to know how that sword ability works. It looks interesting. Tries to play it being it's too stupid to come up with anything to say. Yo, this dude really doesn't like him. Somehow he's still popular. Hey, Tifa's got something to say about that, yo. I'm the one with the stronger will, though. That's because knights are way more cool. Kings? Knight? Kings? You're cool too. Okay, hey, the maiden putting respect. So go. The fiery Moogle. Look at this thing. No! It went out! Fire soldiers do not play with fire. Bro, but don't take the thing out with coffee, dog. At least use water. That's disrespectful, bro. That fiery Moogle's the last thing the fiery Moogle saw was hot coffee, bro. Or probably iced coffee, now that I think about it. Iced coffee. This soundtrack reminds me of some Air Gear. Y'all ever watched Air Gear? Oh, it was an Air Gear soundtrack. The Rookie games. I was talking about earlier. Is there anyone else here named Maki? Her name's Tifa. I beg your pardon. Yo, she was shook. And Sogo's always putting fear into individuals' eyes, no matter what the series. Yo, she's got the stats ready to go. Real deal like Tifa. She's about to hit him with a beat rush. Bro, she slid that man. Took away his fire. Should have Hinata palm that man. Yo, when Tifa's eyes go purple, it looks so cool. So cool. It reminds me a lot of like the way that Reborn does its eyes. And I love that. That's fire. Literally. Literally fire. Hey, don't know. Excalibur. This man has a lightsaber. I thought it was gonna be wind. Or flames. Oh. Yo, she jumped over this man's slice. A plasma cutter. Like in Danny Phantom? That has a cool design. Arthur Boyle has a cool design, yo. But a knight can't very well do harm to a princess either. That's just being disrespectful, dog. Knights kneel and the prince... Yo, hey, facts. That's hard facts. Hey, Tifa got all the 3 slots. You know, whenever Tifa uses her limit break, you have to hit all the slots. Tifa hit all the slots. Bro. Yo, those eyes. I don't know, it's over. She's about to whoop both of them. She's about to whoop both of them. Two Moogles. 3 Moogles. Make that X-Sputter Burr. The Sputter Moogle. Devil and knight indeed. If we follow their pattern, I guess that makes Meki a witch, doesn't it? That was a fire design for the witch. Bobobo? Where's Bobobo at? The legend? Bro, where's General Jelly Jiggler, dog? What y'all know about the Captain General Jelly Jiggler? Yo, Bobobo was the GOAT, man. Captain Nosehair. And what was the little orange thing's name? Don Patch? Was that the name? I think it was Don Patch right now. I don't remember, man. It's been so long since I watched Bobobo. But I'll never forget the Jelly Jiggler's name. That's for sure. In the heart of a fire soldier. Yo, Tifa's a beast. Ippudo Ramen. Naruto? Yo, they're even competing when it comes to... Hey, it'd be like that sometimes, man. With your rival, you do everything. Eat, use the bathroom, who wakes up first, everything. You have to win in every single thing or it's not a dub, yo. I know, I understand. I understand, coach. Does anything ever make him mad? Everybody has something that makes me mad. That makes them mad. When the flying flag darts? Bullseye. A shooting range. Type 7 fire. Pull the trigger. Sacred spike shoots out of the axe's end. Created from your own flames and emitted from the hilt of a sword. Technically still flames. 30 kilos of gear. I bet, man, with... Oh, they gotta head out. They gotta head out. Inferno's appeared in Taitoku. Man, Maki was going ham against the both of them. Like, that was a really cool showcase of her abilities when it comes to, like, what she can do against fire. That was great. But I'm interested in seeing what this Arthur guy can do. Oh, so he's actually going to use the axe in combat? Under no circumstances display them publicly. Under no circumstances display them publicly. A quiet fire. Yo, I never even thought about that, man. Like, I always just thought that fire was fire. But there are some that are way larger, of course, than others. Man. And now it's her father. Dang, man. She can't catch a break. It's just that they're competitive, man. One does one thing, the other one's gonna do it. They didn't say anything in the training academy either. It's not my pride. Fight infernals and put them to rest. He's spitting facts. That was a really cool shot. That was a really, really nice shot right there. Sacred ministry. And seek out joy in engaging infernals in combat. But what about the feelings of the survivors they leave behind? Those who are being put to rest when we fight our somebody's dear relatives. It really feels like Hijikata's been through this. Like Obi's been through it. Like maybe that's his story right there. And that's why he feels sympathy on that aspect of it. And I'm not a true hero, and you know that's what he wants to be. You know that's what Shinra wants to be. What kind of... Bro, that design was fire! Did you see that? My man had like a bandana, but it was covering one of his eyes. He had like one of those gang scarves that people would wear. He was like a butler. Is this man like a alternate version of the dude from Death Parade? Bro, can you imagine walking into the crib and you see something like that? My man's was sitting down having tea. Bruh, see? But when you see stuff like that, you're like... This is why stories like this always hurt, man. For like the stories that X character gets turned into a monster because of something, but he still has those feelings left behind for the family. Yeah, he still hasn't done anything, bro, exactly. It's an infernal, but... Man, sitting there enduring the tremendous pain of those flames, and there's that part of it too. Like, put him out of his misery, exactly. But at the same time, we gotta look at it from the other perspective too, bro. The perspective of hope. The perspective of wanting to be a hero, wanting to save. Man, yo. Man, I forgot the author of Soul Eater's name, but for putting that scene like that, that hurts. That's a painful scene, dude. He's just sitting there having tea, like he did back when he was human. The black smoke is the soul's release. Ashes thou wert in art, made thy soul return to the great flame of fire. And Arthur ends it. Wow, man. You know, this has to be... getting accustomed to it. Yo, I felt that. I really did feel that. It's gonna take some time just being able to accustom to it as a viewer. Dust. No, bro, it's that one thing that they were alluding to earlier. It's the thing with the bandana. The butler. I didn't talk about this last week, but I love the concept of this series. The whole firefighting thing. I was talking about this in Araragi in the Discord. The whole fact that it's a cathedral. It's like a firefighters at the cathedral. And well, I'll talk about it later. Hiji. You see the smoke in the air? Joko? Is that what it said? Something funny about a foot in the special fire force. Bro, look at this guy's design! Man's out here looking like Vincent, bro. What is it with this series in Final Fantasy, man? Man's out here looking like Vincent Valentine. Oh, no, that's disrespectful to Vincent. Vincent looks like a goat. I mean, this guy looks like a G2. But Vincent has one of my favorite character designs ever, dude. Vincent flipping Valentine. You can just tell that Obi in his past had something to do with that, man, because that's the second time in this episode that he has alluded to that. He has to be speaking from experience, man. It's the only way someone would speak about that passionately from the heart. I'm going to burn too someday. I mean, but you can't help but feel that way whenever both your mom and dad went through that. Man, bro, he brought the photo. Your father valiantly faced the flames and won. Your father and your mother must have been protecting you from the flames. That's what I believe. Dog, this man had to have gone through it, bro. No one says something like that without having got through it themselves, bro. That was beautiful. That was beautiful, dog. Man, bro. See, this is the type of stuff that really attracted me to... This is the type of stuff right here that really attracted me to series like Bleach and Hakusho, Gatari, Mushishi. But this is a really cool take on it, man. Taking religion and firefighting. 'Night King. That's the one. My guy said, yo, don't try to talk to me just because you can't sleep. I want to know what's the reason behind the human. Again, bro? Oh, but I... This ending theme goes in hard. Ooh. This ending theme goes in way too hard, man. But, dog, that hit home. That hit home, man. You know, that's the second time. See, I really enjoyed both second episodes I watched today, Dr. Stone's and this one, because it allowed more insight into the world and into how certain people would feel about certain situations. Episodes like this is, like I said before, is what really attracted me to Monogatari and Bleach, Hakusho and Mushishi and stuff like that, because I have a soft spot for stories like this that take place with like a character that lost someone and is currently in the afterlife, whatever the case may be, and they sense some sort of communication, whatever the case may be, or they themselves stay as a spirit because they had something that was still left in this world, and through some unresolved means. And I always like those type of stories in anime manga. But whenever you add like the whole emotional side to that, and especially whenever you have this part of it, and it really makes you think, it's like, how in the world did all of this start with like the infernals and this human combustion? Like there's no way it just didn't start from nothing. Like something had to have started it. But I'm just curious as to what. But man, no, that was a really, really emotional part of the episode, and now, thanks to that part of the episode, I'm even more interested in Obi as a character, because you truly see why he's the leader, right here, and why he's the head cap. Because you see how he's able to be a hero to a lot of these kids. You know, he's able to be a firefighter in a way that for example, whenever I was younger, I also looked up to firefighters. because I felt that they were heroes, individuals that would go blasting in, saving everybody from certain fire, which is exactly what they do here. But in this case, they're not only not only fighting fire. They're of course they're it's basically like this series and its own version of like what a what are they called again? In Monogatari, the flipping flag, man. The It's the ending theme, bro. The ending thing is stuck in my head and I can't even think straight. The it's right on the tip of my tongue, man. The apparitions. So like it's just like that. At least that's the way I'm taking it. So like apparition of sorts, right? And so it's just so fascinating to me that Obi, after saying what he said earlier, now says that to her after that. It's like he had to have lived through something, man. We even got to see a little bit of insight, I think, to the Maiden's past too, earlier in this episode with this one little nice shot concerning the fiery Moogle. But man, dude, really, really fun stuff. Arthur Boyle, I'm looking forward to seeing more between Arthur and Shinra, because it looks like they definitely have some sort of past together going back to the academy. But we're gonna see them, of course, grow their relationship, I'm going to assume, and continue to grow here in the Fire Force 8 with their squad, and to learn more about the job, and to go up in like swimwear. So it's going to be interesting, man. Just to find out more about the rest of the characters too. I'm very interested in Tifa and Maki and the Maiden, Sogo, and whatnot. Just trying to find out more and more about the world itself. But the way that it was done, I really, really enjoyed. Like I said, I love stuff like this. So that part of the episode really hit home for me. And really got me interested. And just like I was talking about last week in the Discord with my boy Garadagi, we're talking about how awesome of a concept it is to have this, have the concept of firefighting, going out and fighting fire, being a hero, extinguishing flames and whatnot, but taking that and giving it a twist to where it's it's like they turn into these things due to whatever means, but it's like their soul is still the same, but they're monsters now. And it reminds me so much of Hollows in that case. But the twist is that the firefighters in this case, they sleep and work in a cathedral. So like that entire religious twist too is so cool to me, because I've never seen anything like that before. And I like it. It's something that's very unique and really sets this series apart. And this is not the first time that this author has, from what I remember, has toyed around with concepts like this and turned it. I believe she did a lot with Soul Eater. I mean, it's been a while since I watched Soul Eater, but I remember being in awe of certain concepts being used in Soul Eater because of similar situations like this. So this person's very, very creative. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. I think this was I really needed this episode right here, because last week, and the same thing that I felt with Dr. Stone, and to where I was so interested in the world that I really wanted characters. Like I really wanted to know more about the characters, because for right now, like I still have them as references to other series and whatnot. And of course, I always enjoy giving people nicknames. But this week, I feel like I was really able to sink my teeth into certain characters, and now I really want to find out more about their stories. Whereas last week, I was 100% invested in Shinra, but everyone else, I was like, I just want to find out more about them. And this week, especially with Obi, man, I really want to know more about Obi and how it is that he came to be this character that he is right now, because you can tell that he's been through it, but no one says something like that without having gone through it themselves, man. So I'm looking forward to seeing more from the entire squad, and I'm super interested in their abilities too. Like it's very fascinating and everything they go about, and the fact that they let out a prayer after extinguishing these things, it's so fascinating to me, and that is why she's there. And that's why she's dressed up in the way that she's dressed up, like a nun. I don't know, man. Just everything that this series has given me so far is a lot of really cool concepts that seem to be meshing well and working well together. So I like it, man. I like it, and I can't wait to see where it goes. And once again, super, super stoked to find out more about the history of the world and how everything became the way this is. But I want to get some more episodes like this where we focus more on the characters. But I want to get some more character moments. I mean, it was really nice that one portion of the episode whenever we had like a little training scene. We got to see a lot about what Tifa could do. And we got to see a little bit inside of the Maiden and whatnot. I enjoy stuff like that. So... but anyways, I hope we continue down this route. I'm going to continue doing this because I am enjoying the series so far. Like I said, it's reminding me of a lot of stuff that I really enjoy, and whenever it does that, it's a good thing. And then Vincent in this episode, this Vincent Valentine cosplayer that was walking around, and we know that he has to have some sort of connection here, and I'm going to assume he's an antagonist. So we'll see what he's going to do later on within the series. So maybe he'll do a next episode, an episode after that, or whenever we see him again. But now that we've already seen him, he's definitely going to be in the back of my mind, waiting until he pops up again. Because I don't know if he's going to be one of the main ones, or if he's just... Because series do this a lot. Whenever they introduce him like that, you expect him to be like a main, one of like the big bads, and then in actuality, like one of like the fodder tiers in the group compared to like the ones on top. You know what I'm saying? So it happens a lot, but I'm looking forward to finding out more about him and seeing where it goes from here. But I hope everybody has an awesome day. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And just let me know how much you're enjoying it and whatnot, and if you're enjoying it as much as I am, because for sure I'm super stoked to find out more about these characters, and their past and their stories with these Infernals, and why does it they work so hard to do what they do, because they would not be in this scenario that they are if they didn't have a story behind it of why they're doing what they're doing, especially after what we saw with Shinra last week, which I still really enjoyed. But anyways, everybody has I hope everybody has an awesome of a day. Take care. Fire Force greatness. I'll see y'all next week for episode 3.